I have a great pleasure in associating myself with each one of you here who have assembled to take part in the Indo-US conclave, which is being witnessed by all of us. I am really thrilled to see that many stalwarts in the field of diabetes are here who are taking part in this scientific session. I have great pleasure in welcoming our chief guest, Justice Gopinath Menon, who had kindly accepted to be here as our chief guest and to inaugurate this scientific session. I have immense pleasure in welcoming Dr. David Armstrong, who is a pioneer in the field of surgery, not only in the general surgery but in neurological surgeries. And he has accepted to deliver Professor M. Viswanathan Gold Medal Oration during this Congress. We are really, really happy to have you here with us. In fact, I need to tell you that Dr. Vijay Viswanathan's contribution to develop the MV Hospital for Diabetes and Professor M. Viswanathan Diabetes Research Center. Luckily, I had been associated with this institution for so many years. And I think this is the 38th oration which is going to be delivered by Dr. David Armstrong. In fact, right from the first oration which was started by Professor Viswanathan, I had been associated with this sort of Congress, which is regularly conducted in an uninterrupted manner. I am really very happy to see such a huge number of people who are participating in this conclave. I'm equally happy to share some of the feeling that I have with this center. I've been associated with this center for a number of years, right from the time when Professor Viswanathan called me and then got me involved as an associate professor there when he started the diploma in the field of diabetes. And I have seen Dr. Vijay Viswanathan growing from his student days to the consultant level, and now he is a specialist in the field of diabetes as well as the diabetic foot problems. The way in which he had taken up this particular area of diabetology really is actually an admiration for me to go on seeing him how he grows in this particular field. Many diabetologists and physicians probably will be reluctant to take up the diabetic foot problems and its complications because of the chronicity of the problem, and you may not get the good return also, and the less monetary benefit. All those things probably were the challenges, and these challenges were not actually considered as the most important thing by Dr. Vijay Viswanathan, and he took it as a big challenge and he has succeeded in it. He has projected his work not only at the national level but also at the international level. And I was really very happy that he had ascended to organize many meetings in national levels, and he had got elevated as the national as well as the international president of the Diabetic Foot Society. And I'm happy that Dr. Vijay Viswanathan now has been elected as the president for the incoming president for Research Society for the Study of Diabetes in India. Dr. Vijay had published a lot of papers at national level as well as international journals, reputed journals, and well-recognized diabetologist and a diabetic foot specialist. And I'm also really very happy to see only lady sitting there in the dais, Dr. Jayashree Gopal. I think she has been associated with this institution for a number of years, but still as a vice dean, you have not replaced me. So the time is not far off to witness that she occupies my post as a dean. I am sure that she will do it. And her contribution to this Diabetes Research Center as well as MV Hospital is something amazing. She had taken up as a challenge to teach the students almost every week or twice a week. She has been doing it. And I really appreciate your work, that you are associated with this. I am also really happy that I am the dean for this institution. I get honors from everyone that I have good people with me to run the show. I see Dr. Mohan, the pioneer in the field of diabetes, who had delivered just now a good lecture. Professor Viswanathan's Oration lecture was delivered by Dr. Mohan in the next hall in the field of precision diabetes, which is something new. The way in which he diagnosed the neonatal diabetes really attracts my attention. I think people who have gathered here will be tempted to send patients at the neonatal level before the age of 6 months after delivery to diagnose properly the neonatal diabetes. Dr. Mohan, hats off to you. I am thrilled to see two stalwarts sitting here to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award. One is Dr. A. Muruganathan, who does not require any introduction. He served the Indian Medical Association for a number of years and continued to serve. He served as a past chairman of the Association of Physicians of India. He also served as the Dean of the Indian College of Physicians, and he also served as a governor of the American College of Physicians. I think there are so many areas where he had probably shown the way how people should work to ascend to this level. We really appreciate the effort that you have taken in the past to climb to this level. You richly deserve this Lifetime Achievement Award, Dr. Muruganathan. Thank you very much for accepting Dr. Vijay's invitation. Yet another person who requires recognition here to receive this award is Dr. P.C. Manoria. My association with Dr. P.C. Manoria is for a long period. He served the Association of Physicians of India as its president, and he also served as a past president of the Cardiological Society of India. He is a pioneer in the field of cardiology, and I don't think any conference is going without his presence. He always comes there and delivers very good lectures. I still recollect the way in which he used to talk about so many newer trends in the field of hypertension, in the field of cardiology, in the field of diabetic cardiovascular disease. Dr. P.C. Manoria is from Madhya Pradesh, and I really appreciate your achievements in the field of medicine and cardiology. We welcome you here, and I'm really happy that you are also going to get recognized as one of the Lifetime Achievement awardee here. I'm happy to see Dr. David Campbell. Just now he had a short discussion with me. Dr. Vijay introduced me that I am bringing down the LDL cholesterol levels to 0. That is the introduction that Dr. Vijay told me. Introduced me to Dr. Campbell. It's not so. I still keep it at the level of 50 for people who have already established coronary artery disease. Bring it down to the levels of 30 in those people with a polyvascular disease. This is only a small message from Lipid Association of India. In fact, I am really happy that Dr. Campbell is also here with us to take part in this Congress. Of course, he is the Associate Professor of USA Surgery, Harvard Medical School. We welcome you, sir. I think I need to talk about those people who had come from Research Society of Study of India. Starting from Rakesh Shakai, who is the president of the Research Society of Diabetes in India. Dr. Rakesh, yes. I am also reminded about the immediate past president, Dr. B.M. Makkar. He has come. I am really happy to see the secretary sitting on to the left side to Dr. B.M. Makkar. I am happy that you are here in Chennai. Your presence makes a huge difference to go ahead for such sort of meetings in Chennai. Thank you very much. And we are really happy to have other EC members, including Rakesh, Shanmugavel, and I think if I had forgotten someone, Dr. Amit is there. You are somewhere hiding. I am really happy that all of you are here to support Dr. Vijay Viswanathan and support this Congress. Of course, there are so many other friends of mine who probably I may not be in a position to mention the names of those people who have gathered here, including Tiwari, who had come from UP, and Arvind Gupta, so many people. I'm very happy to have the cooperation from the MV Hospital for Diabetes and Professor M. Viswanathan Diabetes Research Center for all the activities which are being initiated and promoted by Dr. Vijay Viswanathan. Without their cooperation, I think Vijay Viswanathan would not have reached this level of recognition. Hats off to them, please. I need to probably thank those people who had come from press, media, and I'm also happy that some of the pharmaceutical friends are here who had lended their helping hand to conduct conferences like this. I welcome again each one of you for this wonderful congress. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
So it's indeed a pleasure to read out the citation. The Scientific Committee of Professor M. Viswanathan Diabetes Research Center, Royapuram, Chennai, has immense pleasure in awarding the Professor M. Viswanathan Gold Medal Oration Award 2024 to Dr. David G. Armstrong, Professor of Surgery at the University of Southern California. Professor Armstrong holds a Master of Science in Tissue Repair and Wound Healing from the University of Wales and a PhD from the University of Manchester, where he is also a visiting Professor of Medicine. He is the founder and co-director of the Southwestern Academic Limb Salvage Alliance. He's received many accolades and distinctions throughout his career, the most recent one being the 2023 recipient of the ISDF's Carol Baker Award, the highest honor which has been bestowed in the field. He is also a multifaceted personality. He is a director of the USC's National Science Foundation funded Center to Stream Healthcare in Place, which places him at the nexus of the merger of consumer electronics, wearables, and medical devices to maximize hospital-free and activity-rich days. He's produced many research papers, more than 600, in dozens of scholarly medical journals, and over 100 books or book chapters. He is the past chair of the scientific session for the ADA's Foot Care Council. He is also the US appointed delegate to the International Working Group on the Diabetic Foot. He currently serves on the review committee also for the Trauma Research and Combat Casualty Care Collaborative Grant Program within the Scientific Peer Advisory and Review Services Division of the American Institute of Biological Sciences. It is indeed a great pleasure for the Scientific Committee of the Professor M. Viswanathan Diabetes Research Center to present the Professor M. Viswanathan Gold Medal Oration Award 2024 to Dr. David G. Armstrong.